This will be the automation we're using to,
So what you saw on the floor when we went on the floor, you have a massive number of people actually manually stacking the crust. It takes about at night shift. It takes about 25 to 27 people just to collect that crust, move manually that crust onto the carts, and move those carts into that bowling alley, that cooling that cool area that we went through. We are in the process of testing it, and once this is done, we'll definitely implement this in the Jayhawk building, and that's going to eliminate all that labor requirement and all the safety issues, all the physical workout that people have to do. That will be eliminated by doing this.
and if you think about that process. You've got this oven making pizza crust that goes through freezers to a topping line. If the topping line stops and you have pizza crust in the oven and you stop the oven, you create a fire. Right? You got to keep everything moving. Once you put something in the oven, you got to keep the oven moving. Well, if it comes out of the oven, I got to put those crusts somewhere.
Yep.
If topping stops and you have a conveyor and you have no buffer, no place to put the crust, you have a problem. So this is how we are creating buffers so that when the line starts and stops, that the bakery can just keep running. We never want to stop the oven.
And this is 24/7.
Likewise, if for some reason we have to stop the oven for 2 or 3 minutes for something, we can always take pizza crusts we've got stacked off and we can unstack them and keep topping them.
And also from our waste point of view, the amount of waste that we have in this building, about 20 to 25% of waste comes from the crust being moved manually from one place to another place, because you move the crust being made in the bakery, you move the crust manually to the carts, you move the carts to the bowling alley, and then the next day you move those carts back to the topping line again. There's a lot of waste that happens. It will be eliminated by using this.
D-section?
Yeah. So this is basically, so if you recall your tour, when you went to the topping line, around that topping line there was a group of people, the crust was coming and they were throwing the crust on the line, right? Yeah. They were manually doing that. Instead of having that group of 6 to 8 people, now this robot will take the crust, move the crust on the topping line.
If you didn't put all the robotics in Jayhawk, how many people would you have had in there?
How many people
Without all the added automation that you have to design? How many people would that have been if you could fix the old process?
So just think about it, right? So blast one, say for an example, which is a multi-ton blast. It requires about 40 people just in topping and packaging. Then you add bakery line to that, it's about 30 more people. So just to run blast one successfully for all 19-hour runs, we require about 70 to 75 people. In the Jayhawk, with all the added automation and everything that we are going to plan to do, you're going to have probably 7 to 1, 9, 10, about 14 to 17. So there's so 1/3 at least.
Okay, so when we think about how do we work between the freezers and the scale hoppers and in the packaging area, this is an area we'll have to think about how do we buffer to make sure we never stop the formers. You always want to run the formers.
Yep.
Always want to run.
All the meat protein, all the pizzas, they're all fully cooked.
So what's the pricing?
They come in fully cooked, right? As in like you all the good, all the pepperoni, so they're all.
Well, that's good. Yes.
I was just curious because if that has any impact with the USDA, so I'm assuming yes, 10%, right?
Yeah. So the meat that comes here, again, according to USDA, we still have to follow all the the temperature requirements.
Yeah.
So there are those periodic or daily checks that they have to go through the boxes, mold and everything.
Help
start up the west plant. So he's gonna take you guys over to the construction
I will come
trailer,
back to your question.
and he is going to give you the tour, then bring you back here, and we'll go over to the DC. Alright, so Nick, introduce yourself, but he's all your guys'
Hi guys, again, yeah, my name's Nick Rabina. I've been here 4 years. I just started in this new role for the new facility, so just in it full time now. Spent about the last month or so out on the project with the guys. So I understand you guys want to go tour that facility, right? So what we'll do is we'll need a couple vehicles to get over there. Do you guys have cars?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna drive they have PP over there. I think you guys have hard hats. You'll wanna bring hard hats. They'll have safety vests. Basically, I'm gonna want you guys to follow me over to the job site, and we'll go check in the construction trailer.
Yep.
We'll go all sign in, we'll get safety vests on, and then, we'll go from there.
Are you parked out here by the guard check?
I'm gonna take the company vehicle.
So you guys, yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll
I'll go right at the
we'll go from right there.
Nick, so are you going to go to that side there? Are you going to go inside with Burns and Mac representatives like Trevor or?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Trevor. Trevor's gonna help with the tour. How many of us are there for this tour?
12, and Trevor has the numbers as well.
Oh, he does? Okay.
So you guys.
Plus, I also had Trevor print out a site plan with the line layout so that we could actually have them.
Okay, very good. So we'll just make our way down to security down here, and once we're all at security, we'll go to our vehicles, and you guys will follow me.
So I'll take them to the security. What are you driving? The Acadia. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many can fit in Acadia?
I don't know, probably 4 more other people, 3 or 4.
Well, I think they drove to, how many cars did you guys bring?
How many cars?
3 cars?
Yeah.
3 cars, so that'll get most of the group there.
Well, we'll start at security, and then you guys can divide up, and we'll make sure you guys know what I'm driving.
So that they will follow you then?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so we need to take